Today I want to talk about first turn off the fan, get this puppy over here and sit right here. Today I want to talk about being ambitious but doing nothing. Yeah. We are all ambitious, we all want to achieve the great things, we all want to do everything, right? Like, I want to learn how to draw, I want to learn how to ride a horse, I want to learn how to, scuba dive. Oh, yeah, that shit sounds fun. But the thing is, we have ambitions, but we don't do anything to achieve those ambitions. Like, I want to do this, I want to do that, but we don't do anything. We don't put in any sort of effort to get there. That's what I want to talk about today. Let's see. I am a fucking 21-year-old man, and I don't do anything, but I want great things. I want shit ton of money, I want a lot of power. I want a great body. I want a baddie. But the thing is, I have to work for that, and if I don't work for that, I don't put in any sort of effort, I'm not gonna get any sort of thing. But the thing is, I understand that thing, but the pain I'm gonna suffer, that's the thing I only understand at an intellectual level. Okay, you can only understand how tough it is on an intellectual level, not on real world level. I don't know how to phrase it properly, but yeah, you can only learn how to do something by other people's experience to a certain limit. I know I'm not making a shit ton of sense, but yeah, what I'm trying to say is, if you want to do something, start doing it. Try to figure it out later. If you want to start drawing, if you want to learn how to draw, instead of going on YouTube searching a tutorials guide for beginners, just pick up a pen and paper and start drawing. I mean, like, yeah, if you want to learn how to skydive, you're not gonna jump off a fucking plane, no. But what you're going to do, you're gonna train your nerves, you're gonna train yourself to not be afraid of heights. Everyone is. When you're falling down 20,000 feet up in the air, everyone is afraid of that height. But the thing is, you will train for that fear of height in some sort of way. You will not sit around and watch every sort of video on skydiving. You cannot become the best skydiver just by looking at a bunch of videos. You can only become the best skydiver by skydiving. That's what you have to understand. If you want to be the best, you have to try, you have to put in the effort. Yeah, learning helps. Yeah, listening to the people's experiences help. It does. It's an invaluable resource to, if you are really invested in some sort of art, like if you're really invested in fucking painting, you should study Leonardo da Vinci, Vincent van Gogh, and that's how far my knowledge goes. But the thing is, yeah, you have to study the grades, but that's what you do when you've already started your journey, not before starting your journey. You cannot start your journey by studying the grade. You cannot just, let's see, you want to figure out what sort of path you want to take. When you study the grades without knowing your own style, you will ultimately follow their style. You will become unoriginal. You will fall because you will fail. You will fail because that particular style, that things they did that worked out for them, but not for you. Why? Because they were them and you are you. You have to figure out your own style. You have to figure out how things are going to work for you. Okay? When you've already explored some sort of field, when you're stuck, that's when you study the grades, man. That's when you try to gain more knowledge. The thing is, it's all fucking messed up in our head. We think that's the step one, to study the grades. No. Step one is to fucking take the step one. Step one is to pick a fucking pen and paper and start writing. If you want to be the best novelist, just fucking start writing. Okay? Yeah, reading the great novels help. Yeah, you will understand how they creates some sort of environment, how their writing foreshadows something very important. Like, you can understand the genius, but you can only understand the genius when you've already indulged into their art. If you have not indulged into their art, you can only half-ass that understanding. Like, yeah, you understand, you can understand how difficult it is because you heard from other people, yeah, it's very fucking difficult to write a coherent story, but you've never done it. Never done it, so you don't know how hard it is. You only know it by other people's mouth, not mouth, by their experiences. But yeah, you have to understand that if you wanna do something, you have to do it. Yeah, you have to use your resources to the best of their capability. But if the first thing that comes to your mind before starting something is to gather all of the information, I'm gonna tell you one thing, man. Yeah, most of the people who do that, they just never take that first step. They are stuck right there, man. They are stuck right there. You take your first step, and then you should see what's the roadblock for you, what's stopping you. Okay, what's that thing that's hindering your improvement, whatever you want to say. Okay, that's what you have to understand. Just take the first step. It's as simple as that. As soon as you take the first step, you will see you're shit at it. You're fucking goddamn shit at it. And as soon as you understand you're goddamn shit at it, you will feel good. You will feel good, man. Because now you know where you stand. Now you know where to go. Now you know what you like about this the most. If I'm writing something, what do I like about it the most? Do I like to think about crazy characters that I can make? Do I like to think about crazy plot twists? Do I like to set good environments, great environments that make everyone think that they are present in that story? What do I like about my writing the most? What entices me to write? What makes me say, yeah, I like writing because I want to create characters that can live even after I die. That's what I want to do, right? Oh, that's what you have to realize. But that can never happen if you don't take the first step yourself. But instead of that, you start looking at the grades or try to gather all the information before you start. Because you don't get the option to fuck around and find out that. It's as simple as that. If you don't fuck around and find out, there's limited growth, man, because your mindset has been fucked, whatever you want to call it, to be risk averse. Okay, you don't want to take any sort of risk when it comes to that. You don't want to make very simple mistakes. Why? Because you don't want to look like a fool. You don't want to look like a fool. You don't want people to think that you are so dumb that you made such a silly mistake. But the thing is, you have to accept that people will think that. You have to accept that. As soon as you accept that, you will move on. You will take that second step. And while taking that second step, you can learn from the grades. You can improve yourself after you have already realized what your style is. So just my point is, take the first step. Think about the rest later. Yeah, live the life. It's pretty fucking amazing.